Well, what is up, everybody? It's Saturday night and I'm here. Liam. I'm a little bit late, but I'm here because once again I'm having issues with my goddamn mouse. But how the hell are we, guys? It is Saturday. The Reds are top of the league. Manchester City have lost. 4-point gap. Whoop, whoop. How do you like that one? How are we all doing? Let's fucking get stuck into this because I cannot wait. Just a quick update, by the way. There'll be one more stream before Christmas. This will be the second last one if you want to go with that one. How are we, guys? How the hell are we? Am I coming through okay to everybody? We got a thumbs up. Can somebody let me know that we're alright? Because I'm doing this one on my own. Because the genius that is Connor has gone out and he's left me to it. So somebody give me a thumbs up just to let me know you get me and we're all okay. And then we'll get stuck into it. We'll get stuck into the gloating. There's going to be a little bit of gloating, let's be honest. There we go. Tom Flynn, Anthony Peters, sound. Connor, look, you're there. There you are. Look at me, Connor. Flying without wings here on my own, pal. We're only top of the league, folks, aren't we? Well, that's no news, really, but we're top of the league by 4 points. Look at that beautiful little icon that Connor made there for us. Liverpool riding high on top of the league, 48 points. Let me look down there. What's a long way down? I could just about make out, yeah, they're down there, Manchester City. They are down there. You might be able to see them at this moment in time, but look. Woo-hoo-hoo! What a fucking Christmas present that is, guys. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say except I'm running out of apologies that I owe Connor at this point because once again, Connor Crosby predicted that Palace were going to go there and get a win. He predicted it again. Absolute fucking madness. Madness altogether. Like, there's no way I expected them to go there today and get a win. Is this the late night agenda? It is, guys. This is the only stream that will be happening today because there's boxing on. And as you guys know, I'm a massive boxing fan. We've got Carl Frampton fighting Josh Warrington. We've got White and Chisora. There's just too much good boxing on for me tonight to miss it. So I said I'd come on early. I wasn't even going to do a stream today, if truth be told. And then that result came in and there you go. We're here, though. We're here, folks. Crystal Palace is my G, said Skater Boys. Up the God G. I don't know what that means, but fucking well done. Roy Hodgson, always knew he had it in him. God bless him. Where's the emu? He's gone off. He's celebrating his little Christmas win. God, this is brilliant, isn't it? This is brilliant. Love Turkey Neck Hodgson. He wants that tattoo, Craig. On that one, I believe Connor October owes us a tattoo. Now, she won't be watching this because she's on her way over to Liverpool as we speak. But I believe there was some talk of if Palace won this, she'd get a Hodgson tattoo, I believe. Everybody, let's thank Crystal Palace, said Kirby. Did not see it coming. Come on, let's be honest. How many of us actually seen that result coming? Absolute madness. Once a red, always a red. How are we, guys? How the hell are we? I hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday. Look, it got better. We weren't even playing today and it got better. And this is why playing first matters at times. As Ebony Smith says, City bottled it. They kind of did. We put the pressure on last night. We went and did our job. We seen people, they were praying. They were fucking praying that we went and dropped points at Wolves. But I'm so proud of this group. Our manager, that group of players, what a group it is. To go there last night, put in the performance. It wasn't a vintage performance, but it was a good, solid, professional performance. And we go into, Boxing Day, Stevens's Day, whatever you want to call it, depending on what part of the world you're in. We go into their home game against Newcastle, win that one, and then there's two massive games coming. One against Arsenal, one against Manchester City. If we can get through the game against Newcastle, get through the game against Arsenal, we've nearly got a free hit. October is there. October, you owe us a tattoo of Roy Hodgson. Don't think you're getting away with that one. Now you're going over to Liverpool. No better place to get the tattoo. No better place. To be honest, Craig, I thought City would win 4-0, said Phantom Cross. So did I. I'm not going to joke around here. I thought they were going to absolutely give them a kicking. We'll win all of our games until City. And that game too, then we're 7 points clear, said Ferno. You know what, guys? It's almost a free hit, that game against Manchester City. 17 wins, 3 draws, and 105 targets set by Jurgen Klopp. There you go. Simple as that. Just 105 points. Sam, how are you? Sam has us in. How are you, sir? Craig, I remember once you said City are going to have a time and they're going to struggle and bottle some games. You were correct. It happens to everybody. It may happen to Liverpool at some point as well this season. I mean, it's impossible to go through and be that consistent the whole time. We've done it so far. We're doing our job. I love it. I'm absolutely loving it. Farwell said, recall a minute prior to Origi scoring, the sudden worry a lot of people had, and think of today's results. Exactly. Great point. Farwell's made a great point. Let's cast our minds back to 88 minutes gone against Everton. I could go through the chat if I could pull it back up, but I guarantee you that there'd be things on there, people saying, give City the trophy. Just give him the trophy. Robbie Savage was on BT saying, oh, just give him the trophy. It's over. Sure, Manchester City are winning this title. Fuck you, Robbie Savage. And fuck anybody else that doubts this team. Now look, we're top of the league. We're 4 points clear. That's brilliant. It's by no means won. The same way I was saying the league is by no means lost. We have a long, long way to go. Fallen Marine said City had their winning streak ended by Palace last year apart from us. Christmas has come early, said Puna1234. Win against Newcastle, more pressure on City, said Phantom Cross. The game against City is our most important game this year. I've been saying all the time, lads, don't be worrying about the game against Manchester City so much. People were thinking that the entire season depended on that game against Manchester City. I kept saying, don't worry about it. Whatever happens, happens. I asked Connor yesterday now maybe I'll put this to you guys as well. I suppose maybe today with the result it's a little bit easier to give an answer to this one, but would you take a point? Would you take a point at the Etihad if I offered it to you now? Just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a yes or a no or whatever the hell you want in the chat. But if I could say to you now, if I could get my little crystal ball out and say, look guys, I can give you a point at the Etihad, would you take it? Love to know how you guys feel about that. What else have we got? Brilliant weekend so far for the Reds, but we've been there before, said Billy Maxwell, which indeed we have, sir. You're absolutely spot on. Yes. Good. I'm glad to see that you're all thinking the same way. I'd bite your hand off now for that point as well. I mean, a 4-point gap at the moment is brilliant. I don't even want to think about the game at the Etihad. Imagine if we turned them over there. That would be just absolutely crazy. And guys, just to reiterate, this is the second last stream until Christmas, and I'm going to take Christmas Eve off and I'm going to take Christmas Day off, but I'll be back on Boxing Day, St. Stephen's Day, whatever you want to call it in your part of the world. So tonight, tomorrow night, and then that'll be it until Wednesday night. So look, in case I forget later on, happy Christmas to all of you, each and every one of you out there. Thank you for your support, thank you for the donations, thank you for the super chats, thank you for tuning into the streams, the likes, the retweets, everything. Look where we've got as a channel now, 6,319 subscribers already. If you're watching, hit that fucking subscribe button, guys. Join the family on here. We have what I like to think is the best group of Liverpool fans on social media. Certainly the nicest group. I'd definitely go that far and say the nicest group. Kev wants us to go for the trophy against Manchester City. We've nothing to lose, Kev. We have nothing to lose in that game. All the pressure is on them. They're at home. They're going to be chasing us at that point. I'd be confident enough to say. It's all on them. All on them. Will said 4 points clear, baby. It's so nice. Look at that league table. In case you can't see it, just look above the lads' heads there. Liverpool up on top, 48 points. Manchester City 44 points. Spurs 39 points. Chelsea 37 points. Arsenal 37 points. But Manchester United have beaten Cardiff 5-1, so everything's grand from their neck of the woods. What are we now? 19 points clear of them as well. They're irrelevant to us at this point. The amount of shite I've eaten over the past 3 or 4 days, said Nathan. I'm with you, pal. I'm going to stuff my fat bald head tonight when I get off this stream. I'm going to go downstairs and destroy mince pies. Destroy mince pies. I'm whipping open the boxes of chocolates. I'm whipping open the bickies. I'm getting them Pringles out. It's every man for himself in my house tonight. Focus on Newcastle and not City, said Sam. Absolutely, pal. Absolutely. We can't go into this game against Newcastle and expect that it's just a gimme, because we're in such good form. Every game in the Premier League's a battle, and you have to be in the right mindset to go into it. God, I hate these fucking mouses. These computer mouses are absolute pieces of shit. The one I have is, anyway. What have we got? 100 people haven't given a thumbs up yet, said Stephen Taggart. Yeah, guys, please do. If you're watching, just drop a like on the stream if you get a chance. What else have we got? It's me. How are you doing? I am very good, thank you. Obviously, I am tickety-boo at this moment in time. Never forget Karius has gone, and we have Virgil van Dijk and Alisson, said Carl Asbit. I missed the game, Craig. Who was our best player? Fair enough, for me, pal, it was Virgil van Dijk. And I think it was the same for most Reds yesterday. Apart from a beautiful side-full volley for his goal, he was just calm as fuck, as you'd expect from Big Virg. Would you rather win the Premier League or the Championship? I don't know what you mean, pal. I mean, to me, the Premier League, I mean the Champions League. I think you probably mean the Champions League. The Premier League, every single day of the week for our life, because, 1992 was a long time away, isn't it? Craig, once you pop, you can't stop. Well, look at me, Stephen. Obviously, I can't stop. Jesus, you don't get this physique, pal, by stopping. You get it by eating them Pringles, eating them shortbread biscuits. Louise and Stephen, happy Christmas to you guys as well, in case I forget that one later on. Stephen Taggart said I'm breaking my diet for a few days. There you go. Ah, Dave, thank you for the super chat, sir. A couple of 2 litre diet chavs for my friends. Dave, I wish you could see my kitchen pal. I showed it to Connor the other day. There's about 18 2 litre bottles of diet chav and 3 cases of cans left. So there's plenty of diet chav floating around the Holden household. But thank you for the super chat, sir. Very much appreciated. Craig, I've already eaten a box of Heroes by myself. Tom, you're my fucking hero now, pal. You get stuck in, buddy, and enjoy those chocolates. Right, guys, lots to talk about. I'm going to let you guys tell me what you want to talk about. We can gloat about this all we want. We can talk about the game against Newcastle. We can look back at the game yesterday. We can say how damn good Mo Salah is. He was top scorer in the Premier League until Aubameyang scored 2 today, which I think puts him 1 ahead. October as well, mate. I hope you have a wonderful trip to Liverpool. I know you're doing part of it today and then you're finishing off with a trip from Boston, I think, straight over to Liverpool or London. Have a brilliant trip. I hope you enjoy the game against Newcastle. What else we got? Which flavour Pringles? That's the burning question. I'm old school, man. Give me the green ones, sour cream and onion. I also don't mind the cheese and onion. I'll eat the prawn cocktail ones as well. I'll have barbecue. The only ones I don't really eat are the red ones because they're just too boring. Newcastle is good, but Liverpool are better, said Lane. Damn right, pal. Damn right. Red Tick Gaming is in the house. How are you, sir? What a day. What a day indeed. Everton sucks. Liverpool for the win. Craig, the Newcastle game is going to be so easy. It'll be easier than finishing above Everton. Oh, I love it. I love being on here. As soon as that result happened today, all I wanted to do was come on here and chat to you guys and share the good feeling, the vibe we're all having with you guys on here. And I couldn't think of a better place to be. Craig, who would you rest for Newcastle? Firmino. I'd rest Firmino because I think he might need it, and I'd drop Shaqiri into that place. I would rest. I'd rest Henderson. I'd bring Milner in. I would rest. I'd bring Genie back in. I'd probably rest Keita. I don't know how his knock is actually, how bad it is. The manager seemed to say it was okay, but I'd make a few changes to be fair, but you don't want to go too weak. You don't want to be 70-75 minutes in and having to get the lads off the bench praying for a winner. What else we got? I ate 12 mince pies before this and I've got Pringles now. You absolute hero. I love mince pies, mate. I've got loads of different flavoured mince pies downstairs as well. I've got the regular ones, of course. I've got ones that I got in Lidl or Aldi. I think it was Lidl. Butterscotch ones. I've got chocolate orange mince pies. I've got caramel salted cream down there to go with them as well. I am going to stuff and celebrate and enjoy this Christmas. And how could you not? How could you not? Right, let's go with the Boxing Day team. A lot of people are mentioning that one, asking who we pick for that game. Let me know your thoughts in it. Obviously, look, Alisson is in goal. That ain't going to change. Right back for this game, are we expecting Trent back? Or do we think maybe Kleiny will get a run? I don't think we'll see Trent for this one. He might be fit, he might be ready, but I think the manager might look at it and go, well, Kleiny can do us a job there, and it gives me a little bit of time to give Trent a bit more of a rest. Obviously, we all seen Trent yesterday, and if you didn't see, he was in the away end with the Liverpool fans at the Wolves game, and he was in the concourse afterwards singing with them and all as well. I love seeing that type of stuff. Trent, you're such a good fucking lad, mate. If you're watching, you're one of us, one of the people. So good to see. Yeah, it's just all positive, isn't it? Centre back situation for the game. What are we thinking? Big Virgil van Dijk. You couldn't rest him, surely, could you? Nah, you couldn't rest him. Degsy Lover and Virgil van Dijk. I think for me that pretty much picks itself. Left back then. Do you give Andy Robertson a break? This is the conundrum. Maybe slip Milner in there and give him a break. I don't know. He's going to need a break at some point because he's played an awful lot of minutes. So do you know what? Maybe I would. Maybe I would put Milner in there at left back and give him a break. Yeah, then midfield. Look, it's a pick 'em really, isn't it? You could say, fuck it, give Lallana a run, give Fabinho a run, give Gino Wijnaldum another run. I mean, there's so many options there for the manager in the midfield. It's great to see. And the front three, then I'd go with Shaqiri, Mane and Salah. There you go. That's my team anyway. It's just a rough guess of a team. Love to know your thoughts on it. AS Empire said, have a lovely trip October, and I hope you get a great Liverpool win over Newcastle. Billy Maxwell, would you change the front three for Newcastle or rest one or two? I would rest Bobby anyway. Yeah, you want to get a few of them a rest because that game coming up against Arsenal as well, that's going to be a massive game. Craig, I love the Walker Sensations peanuts, especially the Thai sweet chili ones. Oh, I couldn't eat them, pal. If I ate them, my stomach's fucked. Absolutely fucked. I'll tell you what, this mouse of mine is some piece of shit. I'm going to try the keyboard and see if that works any better. There you go. Hopefully this works a little bit better. There we go. Cool. Right, what have we got? Firmino off and bring in Sturridge. Sorry, I can't spell, said Liam. 4 points clear after January the 4th, said Can. Craig, I'll play Shaqiri, Milner and Sturridge and rest Bobby and Henderson, said Scotty99. My wife left me, said I'm obsessed with football. Good at being together for 3 seasons. Love that. Love that one, pal. Not about your wife leave, by the way. I hope that is a serious fucking... I hope that's a joke and you're not being serious. Right, lots of comments to get through. Sorry if I miss a few of them. Let's get Pavard as cover for Robbo today as Empire. Against Newcastle, I think we'll win, but I think we'll have a number of set pieces and small Shaqiri on the field. Trent available would give us a big edge, said John. I don't know what... Maybe Newcastle will look at this as a game where they have to rotate as well. I mean, coming away to Liverpool, did they get a 0-0 draw today? Is that correct? Last time I seen the game, it was 0-0 anyway against Fulham, but I don't know how it finished. Choked in my coffee when I saw Palace were doing how well they were doing today. Such a great Christmas gift, said Geraldo. I couldn't believe it, mate. I could not believe it. I didn't see that coming. I just didn't see it coming. It's as simple as that. Guys, if you're watching, if you're new, if you've joined us for the first time, welcome. Happy Christmas to you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the channel, please. And don't forget to drop a like on the stream. Just a reminder again that I'll be back tomorrow night. Well, I'm staying on here. I'm not going anywhere for the minute. Don't mind that. But I'll be back on here tomorrow night as well. And that'll be the last stream before Christmas. Merry Christmas, Craig and Connor. Thank you very much, sir. Same to you. Alison, Klein, Lovren, Camacho, Hendo, Millie, Genie, Shaqiri, Studge and Mane for Tom Flynn. Lovren, Firmino, Camacho, Hendo, Millie. So a few changes there, Tom, but look, I don't care what we do as long as we get the 3 points. If I'm being honest, I really don't care as long as we get those 3 points. Breaking news, Manchester City contact Jose. There was actually a bet on Paddy Power today. They had even money that the BT commentary team said Jose Mourinho's name in the first 59 seconds of the game. They didn't, because they said it just before the game kicked off, but interesting bet nonetheless. Who do Manchester City play next? Liam, I haven't got a clue. Hand on heart, mate, I have not got a clue who City play next. Somebody will know. There's somebody in the chat. There you go, Leicester. Look at that. Perfect. Thank you, Anthony. 0-0, John. Thank you, pal. It's funny how something got swatted and Craig didn't even notice him. JF got swatted. What am I missing here? It's funny how JF got swatted and Craig didn't even notice him. I've no idea what the fuck I've missed there, pal. Sorry. I really want those bicep veins, said Alpha G. Again, you've lost me, lads. You people are nuts. United 72% possession today, said every tip. That hasn't happened under Mourinho ever, I bet. Yeah, look, it's mad, isn't it, how this happens? We see it time and time again. The manager gets sacked and then all of a sudden the players are out playing a different level of football. Now maybe Solskjaer gave them more freedom today to go and express themselves. I haven't got a clue. But at the end of the day, United aren't really our business at this moment in time. We're worrying about stuff right up the top of the table. And, they're trying to pull miracles out of their ass to get a Champions League place at this moment in time. 19 points, by the way. 19 between us and United. That'll do very nicely. Brian Morrissey has gone for Alisson, Klein, Lovren, VVD, Robbo, Fabinho, Henderson, Shaqiri, Mane, Salah and Bobby. Looking at a 4-2-3-1. Again, a perfectly winnable team, pal. Don't see anything wrong with that at all. Let's just take a minute here to really appreciate what's going on. We're top of the table. After 18 games, we actually have a little cushion now. A little cushion. 2 big games coming up. We've conceded 7 goals. 7! Just 7 goals in 18 league games. We've scored 39 goals. 11 clean sheets. Records being broken left, right and centre. I think I heard Gary Neville saying yesterday that this is a joint record with Chelsea for the least goals conceded after 18 games or something like that ever in the Premier League. That's how good this team are. And as Gary Neville also said, I hate to keep bringing up Gary Neville, but if we said to you, or someone said to you 18 months ago that Liverpool were going to be 18 games into the season and would only have conceded 7 goals, you'd have all thought we were mental. And I would have thought you were mental as well, by the way. I'm not just including you guys in that. Sorry, I wouldn't have believed it. Chelsea dropped points as well, said Stephen Richards. Did that finish 1-0 to Leicester? I was so focused on the City game. And it's weird because the only reason I actually watched the City game, it was because it was the only 3 p.m. kickoff that was shown here in Ireland. So it was the only game that was on. So I said, fuck it, I'll watch it. Leicester will take points from City, said Anthony. Come on, Leicester and the Reds. Graham Holmes said, good times. Our next game is Newcastle, Louis, yes, on Boxing Day or St. Stephen's Day or the 26th, whatever you want to call it. It took Fred, Matic and the sacking of Mourinho to finally free Pogba, said Alpha G. What was up, by the way? I just wondered this. Maybe somebody would know. I know we're not a United channel, but what was up with Lukaku? I heard that he was off on what's the word I'm looking for? Did somebody pass away in his family or something like that? Because he was off on compassionate grounds or something. So I just wondered if anybody knew what that was over. Shouldn't underestimate Solskjaer. He's Fergie's understudy and it's Fergie's influence on the decisions of that club now. He's not going to do anything, Sniper Jules, with all due respect. He's there for a few months. The feel-good factor will wear off. And look, whatever, let them do whatever they're going to do. They ain't getting near us at this moment in time. So let United concentrate on United and we'll concentrate on what we're doing up the top end of the table. Hell yeah. Everton sucks, Liverpool for the win. Said my lineup for Newcastle would be Alisson, Robbo, VVD, Lovren, Klein, Hendo, Milner, Lallana, Shaqiri, Salah and Origi. I keep forgetting about Origi. How could I forget about the man that scored the winner against Everton? But I do. I keep forgetting about him when we're doing out our teams. Pep can only send a warning to his sheep. Did anybody see that stadium? Who watched the game today? If you watched the game, there was fucking empty seats everywhere. Now, I wanted to wait till I came on here because I was going to tweet this out earlier on, but I said no, I'll wait till I come on here. So on this, right, there was empty seats in the Etihad today, and look, we have an ongoing joke, the empty had, ha ha ha. But in all seriousness, there's constantly empty seats inside that stadium. Now, Manchester City have some record-breaking corporate deals, and we all know that in business, you're only paid what your product is worth. So if Manchester City aren't filling their stadium, I fail to believe that across the world they have enough fans and enough goodwill behind them to actually get this type of sponsorship that they're supposed to be getting. Because brands will only pay you what your value is. And yes, Manchester City have been successful in the past couple of years and nobody will take that away from them. But at the same time, they're not filling out their stadium. I don't believe that they have the same worldwide fan base that a Liverpool and Manchester United, possibly an Arsenal has. I'm just not buying that for 1 minute. So this is why I keep saying to you guys about them financially doping or whatever you want to call it. There's no fucking way that these massive deals that they're getting are legit because they just don't deserve them. It's that simple. You can't fill your fucking stadium. You don't have a worldwide fan base. You know, it makes sense. That's like me saying to Adidas, do you know what, come in, I've got 6,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Come in here and give me 2 million quid a year. We all know I'm not worth 2 million quid a year. But if I came up and got that deal, do you think people would believe it? It's madness. It's absolute fucking madness what's going on around that club. And we're all just supposed to sit here and look at it. What makes it even funnier, this year I believe they extended the capacity of the Etihad, and next year I believe they're looking to do it even more. For what? There's nobody in the fucking place. They were 3-2 down today with maybe 5 minutes to go or something there or thereabouts. And the stadium was still emptying. Still fucking emptying. One goal would have got them back in to get a point. And the fans were going out and out and out, and the stadium was emptying more and more and more. And look, we often see images of a ground just before full time or a ground just before kick-off, and you see some empty seats because people are laid in. But I wasn't here. There was empty seats all around that stadium throughout the entire game, big patches of blue. Now, you can't tell me that they're a well-supported club. You can't tell me that they deem or are necessarily valued the way they are in their sponsorship deals. Because who's buying their stuff? Look at the image rights. Just have a little look into their image rights as well. They sold their image rights to another company. So what that means is basically Manchester City don't have to pay their own players for their image rights. Somebody else has taken on that. And somebody else has paid Manchester City for the same ones. So rather than it being something that Manchester City have to pay out, they've actually somehow got money from it and somebody else is going to pay it out? Nah, not buying it. Breath, Craig, breathe. Hearing the Leicester boss might be sacked soon, he's lost the dressing room, said Carl. Well, look, I've got a friend at Leicester and he's been talking about something similar for a while. So, yeah, maybe. R.I.P. Paddy Ashdown, said Anthony Peters. Craig, I think Arsenal game is going to be tougher than City. I don't, Stephen, with all due respect, because it's a home. I'm not saying Arsenal aren't a very good side. They're going to give us a really good game, but it's at home and I'd much rather have it at home than go away to the Etihad or to Arsenal's ground or to Old Trafford or to what's going to say White Hart Lane, Wembley, or whatever it might be. Your co-worker was probably a bit of a United fan. Sorry, I'm going through the comments as quick as I can. Liverpool champions this season. Fingers crossed, Eustache. Fingers crossed, my friend. The only game that might be difficult to go undefeated to the empty head is against Arsenal at Anfield, but we can do it. Come on, you Reds. Look, I'm not even thinking. I'm not even putting it into my head about going through the season unbeaten. It's just too far ahead. Let's just take this. I know it's such a fucking cliche, but let's take this one game at a time. Let's enjoy what's happening. I didn't think I'd be sitting here today talking to you guys and we'd be that far clear already. Like 4 points, that's such a beautiful cushion. Now, if we beat Arsenal and we go and beat Manchester City, and that's a big ask. I mean, don't underestimate it. That is a big ask. Then we've a 7-point gap. 7 points would be amazing. I'm looking online, I'm seeing things. City lost, Chelsea lost, and Liverpool are 4 points up, said Tonic. No, you're not seeing things, pal. That has actually happened. Last 10 years, teams top of Christmases have gone on to win the league, except to us twice, said Billy Maxwell. I was looking at that stat last night. It doesn't make for good reading, but let's hope that this year we change that stat. So yeah, in the last 10 years, every team that has been top of Christmas has won, except for us. I think it was 08, 09 and 13, 14 were the 2 years we didn't do it, clearly. Somebody died in his family. Okay, I don't understand. His father passed away. Well, look, condolences to Lukaku and his family if his father passed away. You know, respect. You have to show respect to people. Any updates on the Keita injury, said Brian? I'd seen that it wasn't as bad as we had thought, but, you know, again, this could be just Klopp trying to play happy games. I don't know. He said that there were 2 little knocks. He had a cut on his foot or something from a challenge in the box. One of the ones he went down for a penalty. And the other one, I think it was just a little bruise or something. So I'm looking, what am I saying? His dad passed away. Thank you for that one. 6th place at best for United, said Pepper Red. Gotta move this microphone a little bit away from me. I just think it's a bit close to me. What boxing match? Match? It's a fight. Shh, don't call it match. It's a fight. What boxing match are we watching tonight, lads? I'm watching the Irish guy. Of course you're watching Frampton against Warrington. It's going to be a much better fight. I suppose Frampton versus Warrington would probably be the boxing aficionados fight, whereas White versus Chisora, you might get a bit of a slugfest. Might be a bit more entertaining, a few knockdowns. 2 big fucking, what are they, about 17 stone 8 or something for this one? Thoughts with Lukaku and his family, said Pepper Red. Class act, pal. City are shit. Did I know Palace would win? Connor predicted the same thing. I didn't believe it for 1 minute, but yeah, Connor thought City would win as well, or Palace would win today. These are all mad. Sorry guys. Any updates on the Keita injury? I swear to God this mouse is going to get smashed against the wall now in a second. Right, where was I? Trying to get back through the chat, guys, bear with me. Alpha G's just giving us a daily reminder that DT is a nonce. Away to Leicester and Southampton. Okay, sorry, I'm miles up through the chat. Wrong way, Craig, wrong way. Sorry guys, I'm trying my best to get through the chat here, but my mouse is acting the bollocks. Okay, bear with me. I'm gonna go to the bottom and work my way back up. There we go. Now I can work my way back up. Sorry guys, I'm just going to try and find my place back in the chat. Yeah, Townsend's goal, by the way, today. What a fucking strike that was. If anybody hasn't seen Andros Townsend's goal for Crystal Palace today, have a look at it. It was unbelievable. One of the strikes of the season without a shadow of a doubt. Apparently a Manchester City fan was crying, said Louis. Well look, if it was a kid, obviously we don't want to be mocking a child crying. If it was an adult, then, you know, fuck you and all that stuff. Respect Lukaku and his family, RIP, said Tommy, top man. Reason for the Etihad being empty is expensive tickets guaranteed. Nah, I would say it's just empty because it's empty, mostly because nobody could be arsed going. That's just my opinion. If you want to go with the expensive tickets, whatever, but still, it's empty. And they will, I guarantee you that they'll report that that stadium was sold out for today's game. That there were season ticket holders that didn't show up or something like that. City just don't have out of town support. Both Liverpool and United would not sell out so easy without the significant numbers that come across from the UK or come across the UK and worldwide, which I think is a very valid point. I know just from Ireland alone, there's busloads of people go over every week. I know Norway as well, and Scandinavia in general. Again, loads of people going over every single week. City aren't keeping clean sheets because no one's going to the games. City fans are sit there waiting for the team to do something. They don't get behind them until they start scoring. And they even got a poxy goal today from De Bruyne. Did you see that one? A cross that went in. You need out of town support in the modern era, which you do. It's a very fair point. Tickets are expensive, as somebody else pointed out earlier on. I mean, every ticket is expensive. Any ticket to any Premier League game today is expensive. If you're in London, even more so. Townsend goal of the season, said Red Tick Gaming. Everton sucks. Liverpool for the win, said Man City aren't keeping clean sheets. Absolutely. Hazardous waste. Sterling is making money off racism by partnering with Nike for that ad I saw. It's disgusting. Well, do you know what, mate? I disagree. I don't care how Raheem Sterling makes his money or doesn't make his money. If he's been racially abused, those people are scum. For me, it's as simple as that. How Raheem Sterling makes his money is his own business. If you think he's cashing in on racism, that's up to you. And we don't know. He might be giving that money away for all we know, or for all you know. I don't know. I know nothing about this. But what I do know is there is no place for racism in the sport. None whatsoever. In society, actually. Fucked in the sport. In society. Not that I'm suggesting you think there is, pal. I know you don't. Liverpool now 11-10. Pre-season 9-2, said Anthony Peters. And yes, I got them at 9-2. I got them in this. I have a really, really long bet on for all the league winners, and Liverpool were one of them. Manchester City game is going to be some hard game, said Louis. It is. It's going to be tough. 20 more finals to go, said Mossy Wassy. Townsend's goal was amazing. Second best this season after Origi's against Everton. Do you think the City result proves the side is more reliant on Fernandinho than we give him credit for? That's a good question, every tip. Fernandinho is an excellent footballer. Really plays that defensive midfield role so well. Maybe so. I don't know. I mean, we looked at them without De Bruyne and we wondered the same when they got through that period. But I think what it does show us, regardless of whether it's for Fernandinho, whether it's De Bruyne, Aguero, whatever it might be, it shows us that everybody is beatable. Every single team is beatable, and that includes us. If we don't go out there with the same attitude that we've shown week in and week out, then we can lose points. Manchester City today, and at some times, they almost have an arrogance about them that they think they just have to show up. They don't have to put the hard yards in. Pep Guardiola won't stand for that for 1 minute, by the way. He's the type of manager that just won't put up with that type of shit. But at the same time, it is hard to keep a level of intensity for 38 games. It's really hard. Dropping points at home, though, I didn't see it coming today. I did not see that coming for 1 second. Even when they went a couple behind, I still fully expected them to go back into it and get a point at least. De Bruyne's goal was slick. It was a fucking fluke, is what it was. It was an absolute fluke. It was a cross that went too deep and went into the top corner. Last time Palace beat City in the league, we won it in 89-90, said Stephen Richards. I'm taking all of these little bits of luck. I'm taking all of these little signs that we're going to win it. I'm hugging them, kissing them, and I'm keeping hold of them all. Merry Christmas, said Paul. Merry Christmas to you, sir. Thank you very much. 4 points clear, that's great, but we need to keep this up. A vital period for us. Can't get ahead of ourselves. I'll just take another moment to look at that league table, and in case you can't see it, there's one on our image here. Liverpool with 48 points. 48 points after 18 games, 15 wins, 3 draws, 39 goals scored, 7 conceded, 11 clean sheets, unbeaten at home in the Premier League for, I don't know, coming up for 20 months, something like that. Unbeaten in the Premier League itself this season. Absolutely class. Mark, mate, if you're looking for stuff for like the boxing, and we can't put it in here obviously, do have a chat with Dave in our Discord group. Dave's TV Solutions, mate. Pop into the Discord group and have a chat with him if you're looking for it to be sorted out, and he should be able to look after you. Anthony Harris said, biggest worldwide fan base is Man United. I imagine Real Madrid are second. Then we've Barcelona, Liverpool, and a few others. City are the Johnny come latelys. It takes years to build up a fan base. I think you're probably spot on, Anthony. Yeah, all those clubs that you've mentioned there certainly are massive global forces. Do you think we should sacrifice the FA Cup given we're already in the title race in the Champions League? Well, we don't need to sacrifice it, mate. I think what you mean is probably shake it up and play some of the reserve players. But in that case, yes, maybe. It depends where the fixture falls. And if memory serves correct, is it the 7th of January? We're away to Wolves. So I would expect a lot of changes. And I couldn't give a fuck about the FA Cup. If I'm being perfectly honest, I couldn't give a fuck about it. If we do well in it, great. If we play some of the young guys in it and they get a result, keep playing them. Let them get the minutes under their belt and give it to them. Let that be their competition. For us, even with the Champions League, I like us to be there. But again, I'm laser focused on the Premier League. I'm 38 years of age. 37 years of age? How old am I? 37 years of age. Sorry, I forgot how old I was there for a second. And Liverpool haven't won the fucking league since 1992. That is a long time waiting. And I'm sure there's people in the chat even older than me as well. But regardless, we're all waiting the same time for a league title. Not that I think we're there yet. I have to keep bringing this home because I refuse to let myself believe. In 13-14 I let myself believe. And look, came back to bite us in the ass. So this time I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the ride one game at a time. And you look at this group of players and I see belief in them. And I believe in them. I believe in every single one of them. I believe in that manager. I believe in our fans to get them over the line. I believe that we've got a good enough squad. What else have we got? And then we've got Chamberlain to come back as well, as Robin has said. Robin Ekstrom, yes, we do have Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to come back, and that is going to be class. What's this one? There was something there I wanted to go back through. Where was it? Someone said Smash It Craig is it said Smash It Craig is chatting shit or... Oh, Kevlar, sorry, didn't see the super chat, mate. Does this feel a more genuine assault than 2014? Yes, I think so. That one came as a bit of a shock to me, Kev. I'd say we're better fixed to win it this year than we were in 13-14 because I think we've got a stronger squad that can cope with the rigours of what we're doing more than we did back then. So yeah, I think so, mate. It's a good question though, one that I've already asked myself a few times this season. Yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on that, by the way, guys. What do you think? Are we better placed this year than we were in 13-14? Obviously back then we had an amazing group. You know, we had Sturridge, we had Sterling, we had Suarez, we had Henderson, we had fucking Stevie G, a great group of players there. But this time I just think we have that little bit of depth. We're a little bit lacking after the first 11, I feel, in 13-14, but this year we can make a change or two and not really weaken ourselves. This victory for Palace shows every other team can be beat, said Liverpool legend, which it does. Palace went and had a go, and we've sat here so many times throughout the season pissed off that teams have just rolled over when they played Manchester City, and Everton went there definitely not Everton. City went there and had a go. Not City, Craig. We'll rewind this back and we'll have one last attempt at it, you fucking moron. Palace went there today, folks, and they had a go and they left with the 3 points. How beautiful is that? Any news on the Cade injury? Said Derek. It doesn't look like it's too bad, mate. The manager said he had a cut on his foot and he picked up a knock. Other than that, I don't know, buddy. Klopp will not allow us to spurn this golden opportunity. I'm so fucking happy. I'm sitting here all day and walking around with a big dirty smile on my face, particularly since that result. I couldn't sleep last night. I was just so excited. I was just thinking about the fixtures coming up. I was thinking about the streams we have to do. I was thinking about how to celebrate if things go our way. It's just so many positive things at this moment in time. So wherever you are, guys, I hope you're enjoying the festive period so far. There's lots and lots to come. I hope you're enjoying time with your families if you've just finished up work for the season, or if you're heading off on holiday somewhere, you're coming back or travelling home to meet family. Have a wonderful time. This is a time where we should all just kick off, let our hair down, but in my case I have none obviously, and just relax and enjoy ourselves and don't worry about what you have to eat. Treat yourself. Eat some fucking food. Eat some bad food. Go on, I'll let you. Tell them I said you can have it. Just treat yourself. Look after yourself. Sean Lunn, thank you, sir. Merry Crimble Craig, great watching your videos. Just a little thank you from me. Thank you very much, Sean, for the super chat, pal. You have been so supportive of the channel, mate, since we started, whether it be through Patreon, whether it be through super chats. Thank you very, very much, mate. That's really, really appreciated. And just to reiterate that any money that we do bring into the channel will be going on new equipment. We're not going to be going on a jolly up. We're not going to spend your money on runners or anything like that. Every penny we got will be going towards that new equipment. So thank you so much for that, Sean. Still get shocked by the super chats because they're relatively new for us, because it's been a week or so since we got monetized, and still when I see these little things pop up on the screen, it freaks me out. Come on, people, let's get the subs to 6,400, said Liam. Look, if you're watching, that's as good a time as any for a shout out. If you're watching and you haven't yet subscribed, guys, please hit that button. This channel, do you know what I looked? We've had just short of it's 1,920 or something like that subscribers in the past 28 days. So almost 2,000 subs within a month, which is amazing. I didn't believe a month ago that we'd moved this far. Do you remember we had a conversation where we were hoping we could get to 5,000 subs by January? Originally it was by the end of the season, but then we moved it to January, and now here we are, not even the end of December, and we're looking towards 6.5, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much. If we had Van Dijk in 2014, we would have won the league. Do you know what? I agree. We would have won the league. Come on, people, we've done that one. Please buy Suarez in January, said Ruthless. Is it Ruthlessly? It's not going to happen, buddy, unfortunately. He's too old at this point for us to go and spend serious money on. Just remember the times we had him for, because we had some amazing seasons with Luis Suarez in the team. I was privileged enough to be there for the 4 against Norwich. Yeah, just some amazing games. What have you got? Anne said, hi Craig, hope you had a good day. Good job by the L. Sorry not been on lately. Shy few days. Collapsed and had a fit in my house. Got tested on the 27th to see if the epilepsy has come back. Jesus, Aunt, mate. Well, relax, buddy. I hope you're okay. Please do let us know how the test goes. Now, I'm sorry to hear that you've had such a bad few days, mate, but hopefully things pick up for you from here on out. And you know we're always here for you if you need us. Yeah, let us know the results of the test, buddy. I'll be thinking of you. Craig, on Boxing Day, you're going to wear the Cookie Monster onesie. I don't know if it'll fit into it come Boxing Day, Cart, mate. The way I'm going to be eating over the next few days, that Cookie Monster onesie might burst open on screen. But it is there. As I've showed you, I did get it. It is there and I can wear it. Maybe I'll wear it. I don't know. I might wear it if we beat Arsenal. I might wear it on for the celebration stream after that one. Third time we're top for Christmas. Third time's the charm, said Andre. I know. How shitty is that fucking stat? That we're the only team that's been top of Christmas in the past 10 years that didn't go on to do it. But we're going to fucking try better this year, aren't we? Rafael Camacho should start against Wolves. And I wonder how bad this will dent Manchester City's confidence as well. Chelsea lost today, as we said. So if Spurs go and win tomorrow against Everton, then that gives them a stranglehold on that top 4. So then it's going to be down to Chelsea and Arsenal to battle it out. Chelsea obviously lost today against Leicester, and Arsenal won 3-1 against Burnley. I wonder if Kelleher's SpongeBob between the sticks in the FA Cup. The whole thing there, Mossy Wossy, is I understand where you're coming from, but what's the point in playing SpongeBob? For me, it just makes no sense. I'd play Creevy and Kelleher and let him get the minutes. In other words, what's the point in having him here? Yeah, just my 2 cents on that one anyway, buddy. What have we got? Sorry, I'm going to go through a few more comments. Stephen Taggart has put the link in there to his fundraising for Cancer Research UK. He's doing a dry January, so if anybody wants to help him out, the link is in the chat as well. The Maharani's Closet, how are you, sir? But the rest of this current squad is far better than 2014, which I agree with 100%. Is that a fucking Yankee shirt? No, it's not a Yankee shirt. October, it's an Under Armour hoodie. A Yankee shirt. Why would I be wearing a Yankee shirt? Okay, I think I've caught up with a lot of the chat now. Let's get that subscriber count to 6,400, said Liam. That's wishful thinking, pal. I don't think we'll get there on this one. 2 losses in 3 games for City. Could be cracking. What else have we got? We've a much better squad than in 2014. That was a bit of a black team at the back. I wasn't surprised when we hit the wall in game week 34. Said every tip. I was. Broke my fucking heart, that one. And for me it was Chelsea. I don't think it was the Palace game that lost us that. It was the Chelsea game. Craig, what did you say last night about 15 to 30 seconds if we win the league? Oh, yes, yes, yes. That was. Sorry, I didn't know what you were talking about there. I know it's a long way away, but we have this plan that if it's looking like we're going to win the league and we roughly have an idea of what day it might be, I'd love if everybody could send us in a 10, 15, even 30-second clip of where they are for that moment. So if you're at home watching the game with your family, maybe record you guys celebrating or just where you guys are. If you're going to the game, maybe record a few seconds of you going to the game or wherever it might be, because we want to make a video of all our subscribers, or as many as we can. Sorry, we won't get them all in. A video of as many of our subs as we can, and we want to put it together like a video collage and see and enjoy and celebrate everybody winning together and put it out there so everybody can enjoy it, put a face to the name, and it's just kind of our way of giving everybody a big Anfield agenda hug, I suppose, at the end of the season, as corny as that might sound. And we're definitely going over to the UK at the end of the season as well, if anybody wants to meet up with myself and Connor. Claire, how are you? Claire is in the chat. We're here, said Claire. It's amazing, isn't it? 4 points clear. Long, long, long way to go. Just saw the City loss. Fab, said Claire. It was fucking brilliant. Hello from Singapore, said Luke. How are you, sir? All the way from Singapore. Welcome. Great to have you with us. No more Jose ever. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will rise the club, I believe. Glory, glory, Man United. I can't even pronounce that gentleman's name. But look, you guys won today 5-1. Can't argue with that one. I'd like to say I wish you well, but you know I'd be lying. But I do respect you guys. I respect you because of the respect I'll be shown over in the United stand. So whatever happens, mate, enjoy your Christmas and thank you for popping in. If you haven't subscribed though, do you know what? Little Christmas gift. Hit the subscribe button on the way out. Right, where else have we got? Any information on Nabil Fekir, said Miguel Thomas. Not that I know of. The last things I've seen are that Chelsea have employed that super agent. Is it Pinez Xavi? Again, I might have pronounced his name incorrectly. That they've hired him to try and get a deal over the line to bring Fekir to Chelsea. Don't know if it's true or not. It's something that's been doing the rounds. We got monetized when you hit 5,000 subs. I was here watching with you the Napoli game, said Godness. Yeah, we did. Absolutely spot on. I think it was around half time Connor let me know that we got monetized. That was a brilliant day, wasn't it? And just think, from the Napoli game to here, we've got another 1,327 subs. Anybody hear my son screaming downstairs? Don't know what he's doing, but he's downstairs screaming the house down. Kev has put the Instagram link in there if anybody wants to give us a follow. It's just Anfield Agenda, the same as Twitter, the same as on here, just Anfield Agenda. Really simple, really straightforward. Of course, the same on Twitter. If you want to give us a follow on there, it's at Anfield Agenda. Just saying, I found you by accident and I watched you for 5 minutes and then said to myself that you're amazing and I need to subscribe. Thanks, Craig. Mate, look, I appreciate that. Love the fact that you've come on and said it, but it's a group effort on here. We're a community channel. I just come on here, turn the camera on and try and read out some comments, but I do appreciate your kind words. Thank you. What have we got? Tommy Wammy, nope, that was for Claire. What a banger from Townsend, said Chaz. It was amazing, Chaz. Absolute belter of a goal. 97 likes, said Red Hit Game, and there we go. Nearly at the 100 already. Let rip Luke, because he doesn't hold back. He does not hold back, Pepper Red. The young man is a fucking nut job, but a wonderful nut job. I'm buying a Palace shirt, said Cart 6. Last time we failed to win the league after being top in Boxing Day was 13-14. Crystal Palace pressed and countered well. I don't want to talk anymore about the fact that we didn't win the league. We all know we didn't win the league. Let's not mention it anymore. My hockey team just lost and I can't take the smile off my face because of the City results, said Daryl. I'm glad, mate. Look, obviously we wished your hockey team won, but look, the Reds. The Reds, what about those Reds? Look at that league table. Just look above the lads' head there. Liverpool, 48 points on our little graphic. Manchester City, 44. Spurs, 39. And Chelsea and Arsenal, 37. A few more comments to get through. Pepper Red said, respect and banter to everybody, even the United fans. Fekir coming in January. With Alisson and Fekir, we chase Alisson, needs him more at the time. I don't think we're going to see Fekir. If I'm being honest, I don't think he's going to end up at Liverpool, but that's just my opinion. It's not based on anything, so don't take it as fact or anything like it. Anthony Harris said, last time we were top of Christmas. Nope, not reading that one out. Guys, does the number of likes remind you of something, said Red Hit Gaming. Trying to get through so many of your comments, but the chat has moved fast tonight. So thank you to everyone for coming on and joining us. I'm really enjoying this one. Probably do another 20 minutes or so before I head off. And just again, a reminder that this will be the second last stream before Christmas. I'll be on tomorrow night, and then that'll be it until Boxing Day. So if I miss any of you or you're not back by then, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for all the likes, all the retweets, all the subscriptions, all the super chats, all the support on Ko-fi and on Patreon, and for all your chat and all your views as well. You guys have made this a wonderful year for me personally, so thank you for that one. I can't believe that a year ago I wasn't even on YouTube, and now I couldn't imagine life without it. It's crazy how time works, isn't it? Just one little conversation with Connor and then everything changed. How crazy is it? I can't believe it. Can't believe I wasn't on here a year ago. It's like one of the most fun things I do now. I look forward to it every single day. Would love to get the Reds up here. Altitude training, said Claire. I've been looking at Shaqiri's ass all stream, said October. Fair enough. Fair enough. Pep is already shitting a poor lad. I like him, but he can't handle us. He can't handle us. Nobody can handle us because we're the fucking Reds. No way are we putting on SpongeBob. Let's try and win the FA Cup, said Liverpool legend. Right, a few more comments to get through. Are you doing a watch along versus Bayern? Absolutely, Scotty. Absolutely. Sorry, I'm just trying to get through more comments. Scotty, will you ask me to tell the fellas about the shirt, the Salah shirt that you have, which is lovely, signed Salah shirt. What have you got? I was unhappy with Jeannie's behaviour yesterday. Why? What was up? Why would you be unhappy with Jeannie? How could you be unhappy with Jeannie? That big beautiful smile on his face. I love your streams. Have a great Christmas, said Chaz Fox. Thank you very much, sir, and the same to you and your family, and thank you for the kind words. The smugness on Mane's face on that screen, yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's a real fuck you to everybody. My computer is nuts, said Claire. Here's with you. My computer is absolutely crazy as well, doing what it wants here. Jamie Vardy's having a party, said Wool Wizard. God bless him as well. Jamie Vardy sticking one in today. First game back, I think, as well, wasn't it? He was out with injury for ages. Sorry I'm late, but my internet went off, said Willow. Don't you worry about it, pal. Better late than never, and great to have you with us. Happy Christmas to you as well, mate, and all of your family. Tyson Fury was robbed, said Dave Banter. Mate, he was absolutely stone fucking wall robbed. You're right. He clearly won that fight. Clearly. The fact that it was even a draw is a disgrace. And the fact we've had so many of them recently on both sides of the Atlantic. Love the shitty result, said Claire. Play the Power Cube on Wednesday. I love that we call him the Power Cube. What do you think about Bayern? I think it's going to be two really interesting games. Is it Solskjaer? Is that your name, mate? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I think it's going to be two really interesting games between two very good teams. I would put us as favourites if I'm being honest. I know the second leg is at the Allianz Arena, but I think we'll do it. I think we're good enough to get through. But I don't think it's going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. But it's going to be two good, open, entertaining games from two very good teams. Thoughts on Harry Wilson, said on Crack. My thoughts are honestly that I'm so confused as to what the hell's going to happen with him. We've spoken about him on here a few times, and everybody doesn't know what the hell's going on. He's doing quite well at Derby. He scored some great goals. He's done everything he can do. I think it's up to Klopp now. But if he wants to be at Liverpool, he really is going to have to hit a very high standard and maintain it. And it's one thing doing it in the Championship. He has to do it in the Premier League. And I know to do that, he'll need a loan spell in the Premier League, or he'll need to be given a chance by Liverpool. It's a tough one, buddy. I'm really 50-50 on Harry Wilson. If I was a betting man, I would say he probably doesn't have a future. But that's tough to say because he's been doing so well. Merry Christmas, free triggers to you too, pal. Thank you for that one. Let's hope Neuer has a bad game, said Nathan. Yeah, Neuer, who came out and had a little something to say, didn't he? You think teams need to learn to just shut their mouth when we come? Should we sign Zaha for the number 9 position? No thanks. I don't. I think Zaha he's all right, but I think he's overrated. Love to you and your family as well, Claire. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Bring back Harry Wilson, says Lenny plays. Suarez back would scare the Premier League. I mean, look, I would love Luis Suarez at the club. He's one of my favourite footballers of all time, but I just cannot see it happening. Pulisic or Isco, Craig? Who would I rather have at Liverpool? Pulisic. Obviously Pulisic. Isco is a fantastic footballer, but you know I'm a Pulisic fanboy to an extent, so yeah, Pulisic for me. Messi or Ronaldo? Messi every single day of the week and twice on a Sunday. He's infinitely a better footballer than Cristiano Ronaldo in my opinion. But look, it's all just about opinions, isn't it? Some people are going to say Ronaldo, and you know, it's just about what you like, I suppose. Merry Christmas, Subi, to you as well. Merry Christmas, Bullet 6060. Just had steak and chips from a Chinese. That's fucking weird. The steak was so tough it offered me out. Why would you get steak from a Chinese, pal? That's strange. You're worse than my missus. My missus goes to a steakhouse and orders a fucking chicken fillet and then moans about it being dry while I'm sitting there tucking into a fillet steak laughing at her. Is a draw good enough against City? I would take it. We spoke about it a little bit earlier on in the stream. I'd take a draw against Manchester City personally. It would leave us with a 4-point gap if, of course, we win our next two games. Pulisic and Messi for Claire as well. Guys, we have about 15 minutes left on tonight's stream, so thank you so far for everyone that's watched. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We're heading towards 6,350, which is absolutely brilliant. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And of course, don't forget to drop a little like on the stream as well. Klopp had asked Van Dijk to speak to Gini at the end of the game. It could be because he missed his chance at the last minute. Plus, he seemed annoyed when Salah did not pass to him. No Instagram post about it. I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, sometimes I think as fans we look into things a little bit too much. He might have been a little bit disappointed after missing the chance. He might have just had a bad week. You never know what's going on in people's lives, buddy, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Gini Wijnaldum he's one of the boys, he's part of the squad, and his performances this year have been fantastic. Tom Flynn said, Merry Christmas, eat all year round and enjoy. I wish you and the family a happy and safe new year. And right back at you, Tom. Thank you very much. Oh look, 20 to go. 6,330. We've 20 subs to go. So if you're watching, guys, look, make my Christmas and get that to 6,350 if you can. And again, thank you to everybody for all the messages, for watching, for all the super chats, and for everything. Just thank you so much. PD United 1 would have been a perfect weekend for me. Please get to 63.30. We've done that one. We've just hit that one, Will Wizard. But I could be fucking miles behind in the chat. So, what's your thoughts on the Insigne rumours? I don't believe them for 1 minute, mate. It just makes no sense. What is he, 28 years of age? 27, 28? So his age is against us. He's a Napoli boy through and through. Why would they sell him unless they got an absolutely ridiculous bid? I just don't believe it. That's my opinion on it. Plus, I think that there's better options for us out there. I think we can get better players, especially for the money we'd be looking at. Soldier said just subscribe. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome to the family. Could you do one of our future tours at Burnley? I don't know what you mean by that one, pal. Can you see my messages, Craig? Yes, mate. Don't say, like, you think you write this in every day, buddy. I can't read out all your messages, so writing can I see them doesn't really help. I can see everyone's messages. I'm just really struggling to get through it because the chat moves so quickly, but I'm trying my best. Simon subscribed. Thank you very much, Simon. Top man. Lewandowski to Liverpool confirmed. Yeah, really isn't though, Ferno. Why the fuck would we sign Lewandowski? He's what, like 29, 30 or something like that? Michael Edwards, the greatest sports director ever. And Connor's about to get a Michael Edwards tattoo when the season's over as well. Let's not forget about that one. And I'll be growing my red mohawk. If Liverpool win the league, I promise that I will grow a red... Well, my hair isn't red, but I'll have to dye it red. But I'll grow a mohawk and I'll dye it red. And I'll come on here and stream while I'm growing it. Why not? Fuck it. I made a promise, I'll stick to it. What time are the fights on it? I'd say you're talking 10:30 probably for the main fights. I think we can win now, but it'll be hard. I always believe in the mighty Red, said Bullet 6060. You gotta believe, pal. If you don't believe, what's the point? You've got to believe. What have we got? Craig, we're only in December, but do you think we could do an invincible season? No. Hand on heart, I don't. And I'm saying that because I don't want the expectation. If we do it, am I going to be happy to be wrong? Absolutely I am. But I don't want that pressure on us. It's just the league for me. I don't care if we win it by a point. I don't care how we win it. I don't care if we win it and we don't go unbeaten. I just want to win it. Signed the pie, said Robin. I don't think he's good enough, Robin, in my humble opinion. I think he blows too hot and cold. Fight on a 10, said Soldier. Plus he's an ex-mank as well. VVD is as good as Maldini, said Ferno. You can change your stream settings to slow chat, I think. I can change it, but I don't want to. Because I don't want people to not be able to... all that means is people can only post once every 30 seconds. And I don't think the problem is that there's people just posting constantly. We've tried the slow chat before and it's as frustrating for us as it is for you guys. Is your hair colour brown or black? Brown, Nathan. I think brown. It's been so fucking long since I've grown it out. But yes, I think it's brown. Everton haven't got 200 million, so that's used out, said Graham Holmes. Don't know what that's about. Bye bye lads, I'm seeing my bird, said Sam. Mate, you go and enjoy yourself. And happy Christmas to you, buddy. Craig, what do you think of Mark from the United stand? Well, obviously, I've spoke to him twice recently and I've put my hands up and said that after speaking to him, both on air and off air, I've come to the realisation that Mark is a really sound, down-to-earth lad. Maybe he doesn't come across that way in the streams at times, but, you know, people are often different in real life. I've been on the United stand doing the pre-show for the Liverpool game on there. Mark came on here, as you know, for the post-match show. And we'll probably do something together as well for the next Manchester United-Liverpool game. So, yeah, I think he's helped me out. So I have to say, apart from that, thank you to Mark. Yeah, look, I held my hands up. I spent ages on here messing with him, winding him up, saying that I thought that a lot of the stuff he did was fake. But he just is that type of a lad. He just does not give a fuck, which is great. I'm so happy to find out that, because I don't give a fuck about stuff as well. So to see him actually just be the banterful, is lunatic a nice way of saying it? I mean it in a complimentary way. So a bit of a lunatic. Yeah, fair play. And I'm happy to hold my hand up if I misread somebody. You got to be able to do that in life. You can't just hide behind it. Or yeah, Mark has been good to us, and going on his show has certainly benefited us. But even behind the scenes, Mark has helped out a lot. So as I said at the time, and I say it now, thank you so much for that. It means a lot. He doesn't have to reach out. He's a massive channel, as you know. The United stands, I don't know, 300 something thousand subscribers, something like that. So for him to ask me to go over there was really nice, really kind of him, and I appreciate it. It's so different because when I was doing podcasts, helping each other out wasn't really something that podcasts did, from my experience anyway. But on here it's been completely different. From day one on here I've had other accounts and other channels reaching out to, you know, try and collaborate or do little bits and pieces, and it's been lovely. And I'd say I'm going to do a bit more going forward as well with other channels and other teams, I suppose. Maybe I'll go on some other opposition fans ones and get some more on here and mix it up a little bit, because I love this stuff. I love being on here. What other teams can beat City? I don't know after today. I don't know, because I never would have thought that Crystal Palace would have gone and done it. Michael Keane is better than Van Dijk. Of course he is, Lenny. Of course he is, mate. I'll tell you how bad a statement that is. Michael Keane's ma doesn't even believe that Michael Keane is better than Virgil van Dijk. That's how bad a statement that is, pal. Merry Christmas to you as well, Jonathan King. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you being a fan of the channel. But look, it's a good channel because of the people that are in here, mate. It's not me, it's not Connor, it's everybody. I think the chat and the people in our subscribers group are as important to why this channel is going in the right direction as anything else. The United Stand guy is okay. He has a touch of the Alan Partridges about him though. Craig, I seriously think Mark's a genuine guy. He seems to be. Mark Goldbridge would fit really well in the in-betweeners, said Alpha G. There you go. Merry Christmas to all, said Rob GTI 180. Thank you very much, Rob. Same to you. I like Mark. I joined his watch along when the Reds aren't playing, like today. I joined and was talking to him. Well done. Why not? Yeah, I mean, whose other stuff do I watch? I don't really watch much other stuff on YouTube, to be honest. So I wish I could say I watch this, that, and the other, but I usually don't have much time. Would you do AFTV? No, 100% no. That's the only channel, only opposition fan channel I would 100% rule out having anything to do with. Partly because of the shit with the Sun, which they can go and stick up their arse. Partly because DT is an absolute gobshite. There's some other reason around Robbie, but that has nothing to do with me. That's to do with Connor. And no, I just don't like them. I don't like what they do. I don't like the way they portray their own fans. I think it's the worst type of fan channel. I don't mean it's the worst fan channel per se. I mean that type of portrayal of your own fan base. Trying to find the negative lunatic dickheads in your own fan base and put them out there for the world to see. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So no, is the answer to that. And the Sun thing. I mean, that Sun thing really fucking annoyed me at the time as well. United we stand, replace Arsenal TV. Well, look, there's certainly for me a better channel. And I hate Manchester United, obviously. Obviously, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I would say they're a better channel, in my humble opinion, because of the way they go about making their content. I don't think the United stand look to vilify or take the piss out of their own fans. What have I got? Craig, I'm heading off. Tom, thank you very much, buddy. You should collab with Pornhub. I heard Liverpool's a popular category on there. I already have my own little collab with Pornhub, and it involves me clicking on their site a lot. They don't know I have a collaboration with them, but me and Pornhub are good mates. I see the shite won. Yeah, 5-1. Best of luck to them. Have a good Christmas. Thank you very much, Willow. Evan, we're going to move next to the Kirby trip, but as we're Reds, we probably take the wrong entrance. I don't know what the fuck that means. Right, a few more comments and then I'm going to head off for the night, guys, if that's okay. Last chance as well, if you're watching, to hit that subscribe button. We are 19 off 6350, which is cool. Who's going to win the league? It's a tough question, pal. I have never wanted to answer it, but us, hopefully. Can you please tell your top contenders for this Champions League? Barcelona, Juventus. I'd say us, but it's big-headed. Barcelona and Juventus, I think. And us will be there, thereabouts, maybe, hopefully. But yeah, I think it's going to take two good sides to stop Barcelona and Juventus. I'm not including Manchester City on purpose, by the way, because yes, I am that petty. And PSG are never going to win the Champions League, ever. As long as the competition exists, I don't think that club will win it. I would pay a lot of money to see Craig versus DT in a steel cage match. I've already put it out there many times. Happy to do a charity boxing thing with him. Happy to. We're about the same weight. We're about the same age. I've got better tattoos though, because his are shit. Ding, ding, ding. Maureen, Merry Christmas wherever you are, said Claire. Pornhub Premium for Christmas. I no need to go for the premium, mate. You get the free stuff. Do you think Gerrard will beat Celtic to the title? No, is my honest answer to that one. But then again, I'm not pro or anti either, so I don't really care much about Scottish football. But I don't think so, no. I think Celtic will just do a bit in January, bring in a few players, and they'll probably be a little bit too strong. But he's doing really well up there. I mean, I think he's doing a good job with Rangers. Thoughts on Divock Origi scoring against City to secure the 3 points on the third? I'd like to say it's not going to happen for now, but fucking hell. Said it before and made myself look like a complete mug when he scored against Everton, so possibly for now, possibly. Best channels out there, Renfield Agenda and Redmen TV. Thank you very much. Look, anytime anybody mentions us in a sentence with Redmen TV, we have to take it as an extreme compliment, because those guys are an established, very good channel that make great content, that have won awards and continue to do their thing. So when we see ourselves mentioned in any type of a sentence with them, it's always a pleasure. Solskjaer for Sports Personality of the Year. If Tyson Fury doesn't win that, by the way, then just fucking throw the award in the bin. What about Redmen TV? I don't know what you mean by what about Redmen TV. I don't know what the question is, buddy. If it's would I do a collaboration with them, then no. But again, not because of any type of disrespect. I have nothing but respect for Redman TV. Nothing but respect. I'd just rather do my own thing and go in our own direction and let the lads continue doing the brilliant stuff that they do. What have we got? Put a fiver on it, Ferno. Yeah, Ferno, put a fiver on it. Origi winner against Manchester City, and if it comes in, the drinks are on you. Barca versus Juve is the dream final for Simon. Love this channel, listen every night, said David Wills. Is it Wills? I think it's Wills. Maybe if I pronounced that wrong, David, I apologise. Thank you. It's really kind of you. I love the fact that sometimes we get somebody who pops in that doesn't usually come into the chat but just jumps in to say a quick hello. And it's good because I like to know who's out there, and it's a pleasure, David. So thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for coming into the chat, and have a Merry Christmas. Who should Bose sign to replace Daniel Kelly? I haven't got a clue, Lenny. I'm not really somebody who follows League of Ireland very much. I have a season ticket. Do you sit in the cop? I don't know what you mean, JW25. If you've got a season ticket, pal, then you are a very lucky individual. I have gone the entire season so far, been unable to get a ticket to a game, and I'm hoping to get one for the second half of the season. Every year it's getting tougher and tougher, but look, it's not just me, pal. It's the same for everyone. I'm not on here moaning about it. I'm in the same boat as everybody else. Do I have a Liverpool tattoo? Yes, I do. It's tough to explain. It's something like the Owen McVeigh Foundation banner, except it's myself and my son being a gingerbread man, and we're walking along a road that's made up of the autism jigsaw piece, and yeah, it's a bit tough to explain, but yeah, that's it. I'll see if I can find a picture of it and show you just before I head off, but I don't know if I have one on my phone. I think I have one somewhere though. 2 seconds. Is that it? Sure I have. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I do have a picture here. Right, where are we? There. So that's my Liverpool tattoo. As I said, it's based on the Owen McVeigh Foundation. And for anybody who thinks that I might, be a little bit off, I did contact them before I got the tattoo and have a chat with them about it, just to make sure that they wouldn't find it, any way offensive or anything, because it was meant as an homage to the Owen McVeigh Foundation. So anyway, thank you so much everyone who's tuned in tonight. Yeah, it means a lot. What have you got? Anything else before we finish up? Nice tattoo, thank you very much. Who's your favourite League of Ireland team? Probably Shelbourne, but they're not in the League of Ireland Premier Division anymore. They're in the First Division. Bray Wanderers would have been the club nearest to me when I grew up, so I'd probably have a soft spot for them as well. Although look, they're not great, I think, to be fair. Bald guy. Wow, look at this. Threat 20 is a fucking genius. Bald guy. Do you want to throw in fat guy as well? Maybe we can go for the hat trick. Bald guy. Honest to God, mate. You need to go back to troll school because you're failing miserably. Love the tattoo. Thank you very much, Claire. Bows all the way, said Derek Elliott. Cheers, Craig. See you later. Thank you very much, Mossy. I need to cover an old tattoo. Claire, I've done that so many times, mate. I have so many cover-up tattoos. It's hilarious. I think most of my sleeve has been a cover-up tattoo. Right, guys, how big a tattoo? Right, guys, look, I'm going to leave it there. Last shout to subscribe before we head off. Thank you so much for the 2 dickheads that unsubscribed. That ruined my 6-3-30. But look, to everybody out there, happy Christmas to you all. I hope you're spending it with loved ones or friends, family, whoever it might be. If you're travelling anywhere over the next couple of days, please stay safe. Take your time. Remember, getting there is the most important thing. You don't need to get there quickly. Love each and every one of you. Means a lot to me that you tune in every night, and I know it does to Connor as well. So thank you very much for that one. And I don't know what else to say. I'll be back tomorrow night for one more stream before Christmas. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy the boxing if you're watching a bit later on. Enjoy the quality street or whatever it is you're eating. Love to each and every one of you. The Reds are top. Up the motherfucking Reds.